Hey y'all, K Divine coming back with another message. The narcissist doesn't like you, or the group of narcissists, the gang stalkers, they don't like you because they assume that everybody is like them and they want to believe that you're fake. They want to believe that the way that you present yourself, how you show up in the world, your kindness, your generosity, your intellect, they want to believe that that is fake and performative because that's how they are. They don't want to believe that someone is actually capable of not needing to be codependent on other people or exploit people to get the things that they need. They want to believe that, oh, well, everybody, has to do things in order to get to what, get to the top. And unlike, although, yes, it's going to take you longer to reach certain goals when you're doing it the right way, when you're focused on yourself and just taking the steps that the Most High is giving you instead of trying to cut corners and take the easy way out. Yeah, of course it's going to take longer. And your enemies, like, and that's the funny part, because they love to laugh at you when they cut those corners, when they get in front of you by telling a lie, or scheming on you, saying like, oh, that you're not this and you're not that, and they end up getting a position before you, or they're able to secure some money or something, because these people be out here scamming and scheming though. And I mean, if we're being honest, those tactics never last very long. Eventually it runs out. It's like, it never lasts for long. That's why you'll see like some people, they'll be so high and mighty about getting some sort of position or obtaining some level of status, and then you don't hear from them after a while. Like, just I think of it in terms of like one hit wonders. They made a really awesome song that was really popular during a certain period of time, and then that person fall off and you never hear from them again. And it's like, for that little bit of time that they was topping the charts, they was flexing and they was acting like they were the shit, and then it's like, but can you replicate this? And they couldn't do it. And then they be mad at the people who actually have like real talent, and the people who actually can utilize their talents to get the things that they want. Because I mean, and I'm sure those people do have hidden talents, but a lot of them don't have the capacity to actually tap into them. But the narcissists, like, they hate you because you embody everything that they try to emulate. That's why they feed off of your energy. That's why they masquerade around as you. That's why they put you in the smear campaign, because it boosts their ego and it makes them look like they're the good person. But see, one thing that I've learned, like, I'm comfortable being the villain in people's story. I'm comfortable with people assuming that I'm a bad person, that I'm a mean bitch, or that, like, if you think that I'm a thief, you can believe that. I don't want nothing that you have. Because what you end up finding is that the narcissist has gone around and told so many lies about you that they have worked people's perception of you, so people are already looking at you with scrutiny. But the thing about that is that a lot of those people are toxic themselves. That's why they believe the lie in the first place, and then they try to test you. And then when it doesn't go through and it fails, then they're stuck, because they're like, well, I was told that this person is like this and that. And that's when the narcissist starts upping up the ante. That's why, when we talk about gang stalking, like, that's why the gang stalking might go up, and it becomes more potent, and they might follow you everywhere you go, because they're trying to force an interaction with you. They're trying to force you to feel vulnerable and feel afraid, because it's like, especially because they want you to be confused as to how they know this information. Sorry, Tori's being weird. Hold on. But they try to force these interactions. They try to They want you to feel afraid. Like they want you to not know, like how are they getting this information about me? And it's just like you got to understand that like there are people in high places that have access to a lot of different stuff that most of us don't have access to. Like the more money you have, the more access you're going to have to certain things. And we may not even know all of our enemies. I'm sure that somebody has an enemy right now that they don't even know, that they've never met, but they've been monitoring them for a very long time. And it's because you have something that they want that they can't buy with money. It could be your essence, it could be a talent that you have, it literally could be anything. And they want you to feel like all hope is lost and that you're never going to be able to live a happy life because they're always going to be watching you. But then again, what I realized this morning when I was thinking about this was like, they want me to feel like, they want me to feel scared, but it's like, I'm not scared. I'm not scared because they need you. They need you to make the first move. They're trying to provoke you to doing or saying something out of pocket, but they need you to do it first. Because it's easy for them to be able to twist the story, right? It's easy for them to be able to say things like, oh, well, I was just walking up the stairs and she was walking down the stairs and then she just was rude to me and she bumped me and I got scared, so I pushed her. That's just something random. I don't know. It's just they do these things on purpose because, like I said, they're trying to invoke some sort of reaction out of you. And so that's why I keep telling y'all that your stillness really exposes their chaos and their demons, because it's like when you're quiet, or like in my last video I said, like, it's facts over feelings. So like, and I say get extremely professional with people with yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. People can't do anything with that. It's when you start having an attitude and you start getting belligerent, and when you start calling people out their name and you start cussing out people, and like, when you start doing all that, that's when they know they got you hooked. Like I had someone that was trying to like make me feel like we're watching you, we know who you. At first I don't know who this person is, and I'm like, who hired you? Like, first of all, these gang stalkers, I'll be trying to figure out how much money do these people make, especially the ones that like, they don't even know who you are, but they'll be sent to a place that you're at just so that you feel unsafe, I guess. And it's just like, for me, I don't feel unsafe. I don't. I just think that y'all are crazy. Like, I think that y'all are weird. I had this dude though try to say something about like the floor that I'm on in this hotel. And I knew he was talking to me, so I turned around and I said, I'm sorry. And I looked him dead in his eyes, like, what? And I got real quiet. And then that motherfucker left. These people are cowards, really. Like I said, like they need you to be the problem. They want to make you the problem so bad. And it's just so crazy to me that there are so many people out here in this world that are so full of hate and malice that they would much rather see someone crumble than to see someone rise. And it's just so crazy. Like, people, like, abusers support other abusers, and we can see that in like just like real time right now with the people who support Diddy, and they say things like, oh, them girls wanted that stuff and all them people wanted to do those things and all that, and all of that nonsense. And it's like people don't understand brainwashing, people don't understand abuse, and it's like to victim blame is crazy. And it's just crazy. It's just so crazy to me, because it's just like, there's so many people out here who have gone to prison, who are in the psych ward, who are on schizophrenic medication, because of something that someone with a lot of power and money did to them, or a group of people who have a little bit more power and money than them, and this person has to live with that and question their own reality, when it's like, and now and that's really what they're trying to do. They want you to question your reality. They want you to feel as if something's wrong with you, like no one's watching you, no one's following you. This is why your silence is so important, because people, I mean, stalking is stalking. That's why I think it's so weird that people will call people who start saying that they're being gang stalked, they'll immediately start saying that they're schizophrenic. I'm like, so it's totally normal for you to believe that a singular person will stalk someone, but it's not plausible for you to believe that a group of people would stalk a person. Like, there's so many stalking cases that go on all the time, whether that's cyber stalking or physical stalking that end up in people being unalived. And we hear these stories all the time. And that's why I just find it so interesting that when gang stalking is brought up, people immediately want to start saying that that person is schizophrenic, or, that there's something mentally wrong with them. It's like, you'd be surprised the things that people will do for money. And a lot of times it's not even a lot of money. I really don't think it's a lot of money. They don't be getting a lot of money from doing some of these acts, and it's just crazy to me. And some of them be coming back empty handed. It's like, what did you do all this for? Then that's why I'm saying, these people who don't know you, like, and this is why I say, like, I'm super comfortable being the villain in people's stories. Like, I'm super comfortable with it, because it's like, if you gotta demonize me and so you can play the victim and make everyone believe that you have been wronged and all of that shit, go ahead. But the truth always comes out, because the people who do these things, they do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. It's nonstop. It never ends. So the minute that they're demonizing you and telling everyone that you're the reason why things aren't working out, you're the reason why X, Y, and Z is going on in this area, and then you are gone, you leave, but the thing still persists. And so now they want to stalk you and watch you, because now they won't, like, they're so upset. Like, you got to understand that when you are gang stalked, or it's just stalked in general, it doesn't even matter if it's gang stalking or if it's just a singular person stalking you. You caused a narcissistic injury. And the gang stalking, if you were being gang stalked and you already, and then you got out of a situation and they're still after you, you caused a massive narcissistic injury to those people. Those people are big mad, because everything that they did to try to destroy you didn't work. All of their plotting, all of their planning, listen to me. These people have meetings. Your name comes up in group chats and emails. These people are having meetings about you. How fucking awesome are you? You have to understand how much power you have when your name popping up in group chats and you don't even fuck with these people. You don't even fuck with them. You're not friends with them. You don't talk to them. You don't want to see them. But yet they still got your name in their mouth. You are powerful, bro. My Lord, you are so powerful. I know that people people say that noise campaigns aren't real, but noise campaigns are real, okay? When they start coughing real loud when you come around, clearing their throat all the time, or you'll be hearing like cars rev up and stuff, or just random stuff that happens periodically. And it's different depending on who you're around, but it's like they be doing all that stuff just to try to disturb your peace. Your peace is so expensive. Your peace is so expensive. That's why you need to maintain that. This is the exact reason why I keep headphones around. Like, I don't care if I got to go get me a cheap pair, like, I will keep a pair of headphones with me because if I can block out the noise, I will. But in public, you got to be careful with that because sometimes if you're being gang stalked or if you're being stalked by someone, like, you need to be able to hear what's going on. I've had some. I had a situation last week where I had headphones on in a grocery store and my phone stopped working. My phone stopped working and I couldn't hear the video I was watching no more. And I was like, I've never had no issues like that. But it didn't start working until I got back in my car and I didn't think that was a coincidence. So, and it's like, especially in these times, like, y'all got to understand, like, you are being divinely protected. You may be seeing 444. You are divinely protected. You may also be seeing 333. You have support around you as well. Um, so whatever the Most High is guiding you to do that. If it's resting, rest. If it's working on a project, work on that project. If it's, starting your YouTube channel, your TikTok, whatever, do that. Because ultimately that's going to lead to you getting what it is that you want. And that's where I'm on my way to, because I'm like, because like I said, like, and I've been saying this for the last few weeks, like, the warfare is it's really, it's tough right now. A lot of people, are feeling the shifts that are happening, and they can feel something coming for you. And the narcissists and their little flying monkeys and their little minions, they know that their time is either up or it's running out. That's why they got to keep tabs on you, because it's like, if they can get some dirt on you, if they can catch you doing something that you're not supposed to do, if they can find one person that can say, like, oh yeah, she cussed me out, or she threw something at me, or like, they want to find something, they want to catch you acting out one good time, because like I said, they've been going around talking shit about you for so long. They've been telling people that you're this terrible person. They've been telling people that and the crazy thing is that a lot of the people who've had your name in their mouth don't know you. I gotta keep saying that. Some of these people you don't eat. And see, this is the funny thing that I do, because it's like, I've had people pop up these coincidental interactions that they do, and it's like, I ignore them, because at the end of the day, when you think about it, I don't know you. I don't care if we did live in the same neighborhood. I don't know you, sir. Yeah, it could be a coincidence that you're here. I don't believe in coincidences, but I know that other people do. So it's just like, oh, well, we're operating in the same space. I'm just going to go that way. Ain't no reason to act crazy about that shit. It is no reason to. And I know, and like I said, I know it feels like your safety, and it is a safety thing. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. But you are being divinely protected and divinely guided, and you will be okay. It's just, when they are trying to, especially the people that you've seen before, when you're like, I've seen that person before, or that person used to be around such and such, like, I kind of know that person, just go the other way. They want y'all to interact with them, and they want you to say something crazy, because, well, it's not even that it's crazy. They want you to sound crazy. They want you to tell people, like, oh, they're following me, and, well, I'm trying to get away from this crazy group of people, and people are gonna be like, yeah, call the psych ward. And then when they actually take you to do your evaluation, they're going to find that you're not fucking crazy, but it doesn't matter. It's the fact that they want to get you locked up in a psych ward or locked up in jail or something. That's why you just got to keep it calm. And sometimes, just really isolation, like hermit mode. Go into hermit mode if you have to, as much as you can. Like the last couple of days, I've been trying to stay inside and just like chill and do my thing, because it's like I can tell like going out in public has been a little wonky for me, and it's very energetically draining. Like I was just sitting here, like, man, I'm tired. And I didn't even do that much. But being out in public has been extremely draining. And I would like to go outside because it's so nice outside, but it's like I can't do too much because, the like I said, the warfare is heavy. The warfare is heavy. So be the villain, okay? Like be the villain in these people's story. But then it's like these people end up being the ones looking crazy in the end because they be going around like they wasting their gas. These people taking off time from work, trying to get some intel on you just to come up empty-handed, just to be like, oh, they went to the grocery store. Oh, they went to the park. They the ones that look crazy, like they're the ones following you. And again, they don't even know you, but they hate you, but they watch you. They're fans. It's your own personal fan club. What Kendrick say? He a fan, 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 he a freaky ass nigga, he a 69 guy. Hey, 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 run for your life. These people, it's kind of funny. I know it's not funny, but I gotta laugh through this sometimes because it's like that's the only way I feel like I'm gonna make it through some of this bullshit. Cause it's like I've been going through a lot with a lot of different situations for a long time. And it's like I don't know if they all started off as working together, but they ended up working together in the end, which I found just very odd. But it's fine. It's fine. It already happened. I'm trying to move forward, and I hope you guys are trying to move forward with your life too, because that's the only thing we can do at this point. Like we can't dwell on the past. Them folks did what they did already, and it is hard. It's painful. I'm sure a lot of us have lost people along the way. But like I said, you got your own little personal fan club trying to figure out what you doing, trying to pocket watch you and see where you're going and what you're doing and who you're doing it with. And it's even better when you're by yourself all the time because they can't never say, oh yeah, well he's over there with all these girls and she's over there with all those niggas, and like no, they by themselves, getting it by they lonely. And they hate that shit because they can't do that. Like I said, all those people is codependent. You never see one of them truly by themselves. They always, and if they're by themselves, they always on the phone or something, or they gotta call somebody. Like they are codependent. They can't do it by themselves like you. A lot of them don't like you because of that reason. They don't like you because they don't understand how you survived all of their attacks, and yet you're still probably alone, and how you're okay. Because they could have never gone through half of the stuff that you experienced by themselves. They would have folded months ago, years ago. For those of you who've been going through shit for years, they would have folded, and they know they would have folded. That's why I'm telling you, these people are scared. They're cowards. They're afraid of you. They're afraid of the information that you know because you've been moving in silence, so they have no idea what you know for real about them. They're scared. That's why they want you gone. They're afraid of karma. They're afraid of what's going to happen to them because of their actions. But it's like you reap what you sow. You were hoping that I was going to crumble and die and so that you could have this victory. But that's just not what's happening, because that's not how this was ever supposed to be written. I wasn't meant to fall. You should have picked somebody else. And because I'm telling y'all, those people were warned They were told not to fuck with you. They were told to leave you alone. But they keep doing it. And every single person that they recruit to come after you, every single person they try to get to get in your way, they slander to you, or slander to them about you, and make up all these stories and lies. Everyone who participates in that is going to get karma back, and not in a good way. They're going to reap what they have sown. You cannot put out negative energy into this universe and expect good energy to come back to you. That's just not how that works. Because everything that they sent out towards you is going to boomerang back in their face times 10. And it's not going to be pretty. So be the villain in their story and boss your life up. Put the makeup on. Do what you want to do and be happy the best that you can. I know it's hard. You'll have your ups and down days. I can definitely tell you that a lot of days have been down just when you're exhausted. Like, I'm exhausted. I've been in pain a lot. Like, especially when you're going through all these like different spiritual awakenings and you're getting like a shit ton of downloads, and because like your senses are heightened at this time. Your intuition is on point. You are very accurate right now. And they're scared about that. Because they're like, how did they know this was going to happen? Or how did they sense this? Like, you can read people's energy before you meet them. Before you see their face, you can feel their energy. So you already know what to do. And that's why I said feelings over facts. Feelings over facts. Facts over feelings. I'm so sorry. Facts over feelings. Never feelings over facts. Never that. I told you I'm a little exhausted. But always facts over feelings. Stick to the facts. You can't argue with facts. They don't have nothing to say when you give them straight facts. When you say, no, it's this, and that, then they'll just look stupid. They'll be like, yeah, it's cool. Don't even worry about it. Just be cool. Stick to the facts. Move in silence. And be happy. You know what pisses them off? Laughing. Go watch something funny. Go watch a comedy or, whatever makes you laugh. Play with your kids. They hate to see you with your kids happy. They hate to see that shit. They want you to be miserable because they hate their kids. If they have any. But that was my message, y'all. I'll probably be posting a little bit more because I'm kind of just going through the motions right now. I'm tired, but when I feel it coming on, I'm just recording. But that was my message. It's your girl K Divine. Like, share, subscribe. If you want to donate to my channel, you can feel free to buy me a coffee. I'll put it down in the description below. But I will see you guys soon. It's your girl K Divine. I love you. Bye.